for a tour of Research Vessel Angari. Come on! We are now in RV Angari's pilot house. This is the control center of the vessel. So here we can steer, we have controls for all the gears and throttles, we have all of our navigation equipment, so whether it's a chart plotter like your GPS in your car to tell you where we're going and what routes and channels we should be taking, to sonar that will give you an idea of the depth and what the bottom and bathymetry look like, all the way to radar to show you other things that are around you and really helpful at night and when there's low visibility. Communications like a VHF radio and sat phone, and then we also have cameras throughout the vessel that we use for security and to get a better idea of what's happening when we're at the helm, what's going on back at the stern. So we have all of our cameras set up here and we can see the engine room and if there's anything going on in there, in the lab, off the stern, even an underwater camera to look behind the boat and see what might be underwater. This is RV Angari's engine room. So as you might be able to see, we have two huge engines that push this vessel along at 10 knots. We also have two large generators, one on each side, that provides a huge amount of power so that we can conduct various scientific studies, run the vessel, ACs, equipment, air compressor, galley, everything you might need. We're our own power plant. We also on board have a water maker, so we can create up to 500 gallons of water per day. That's drinking water, as well as for showers, toilets, and anything else you might need. We have stabilizer fins, which actually adjust to the movement of the ocean and the seas around us to try to make the vessel stay more upright and not rock back and forth as much. A huge amount of batteries, pumps, and a ton of other systems and units that keep this vessel operating at top notch. Here we are in our biggest guest stateroom. So this room we call the triple because you can sleep 3 scientists. 1, 2, and a Pullman up here comes down to sleep a third. They also have their own bathroom. This is another one of our guest staterooms. We call it the bunk room and sleeps 2. This is our third and final guest stateroom. If you're lucky enough to be the chief scientist, this room's yours. Like everyone, researchers have to eat. So here we have a fully stocked galley, kitchen for those who aren't on boats, with a full fridge, freezer, oven, sink, and even some freshly baked cookies. Now we're on Angari's FLYBRIDGE. This is the upper deck. And as you can see and look around, you now have a higher view of everything around us. We have another helm station up here, which is great because it does give you that bird's eye view as you're maneuvering and working on different things. And we have a huge seating area. So this is a great spot for scientists and crew after a long day to relax, have dinner, and just chill out and get ready for the next one. The aft deck spaces on board RV Angari are set up for lots of different scientific work. So up here we have a huge table that we can set samples up from otter trawls, plankton toes, sediment grab samples. And then you can also come down to our cockpit just down a couple steps away. On the stern of the vessel, we have a protected area that is great for setting up any sort of water-related field work. So whether you're scuba diving, we carry 18 scuba tanks on board, dive gear, regulators, BCs, and all the necessary accessories, as well as an air compressor. Or if you're setting up a plankton tow, maybe drum lines for shark tagging, or anything else that you need some outside space for. Then it's also quick access to our back swim platform. This is Angari's swim platform. So as you can see, we're super close to the water here. And this is a great way to enter in dive gear if you're going for a dive or doing any sort of scientific surveys underwater. This is also a fantastic platform to pull up a shark for tagging, where you can work with the shark right next to our swim platform here. And also fantastic for bringing in trawls, plankton toads, or anything else where you need quick, easy water access. We are now standing in RV Angari's indoor lab space. So this actually used to be a living room, a salon on a private yacht with couches and a chair over here and TV. And we took all that out and we converted it for scientific research and education. So now we have lab furniture throughout. We have chemical grade countertops so people can conduct chemistry analyses and experiments. We have a deep lab sink, even an eye wash for safety. And over here we have that much more counter space. So you can set up various equipment, film or photography cameras, computer for inputting data or working and filling out your lab notebooks. Anything you need to do, you can now do in our indoor lab space, air conditioned and ready for work.